The possibility of a CBDC is severely limited if certain states, such as Florida and Texas, refuse to recognize them. In my opinion, the government approach has thus far avoided the most dangerous situation. And you know what? When China effectively shut down Bitcoin, it was rather odd. But according to their ruling, it is illegal. Remember how they claimed nobody would ever purchase it again? Many of them probably do, don't you think? However, Bitcoin found a new home once they basically shut it down. It cannot be turned off. You won't choke. Cathie Wood discussed Bitcoin and its future. Ramifications in an interview with Meet Kevin, a program that aims to bring people together, highlight how crucial it is to comprehend the technology of Bitcoin and how it can transform the world of finance. Their conversation took place as Bitcoin's price hovered around $63,000, up 2% in the previous 24 hours and 5% in the previous 5 days. There is a maximum supply of 21 million Bitcoins, with 19.7 million in circulation at the moment. Recent market developments were also explored by Cathie Wood, who spoke about how macroeconomic variables have affected the Bitcoin business. She highlighted ARK's approach to navigate this growing space by providing more details about their investment strategy and digital assets. It is currently taking place. As many may not be aware, the Egyptian pound experienced a 40% decline in March. Nigeria, the Naira, has fallen 50% in the past year, and Argentina. Put it in your mind. In those currencies, those people's wealth and purchasing power are stored. They're giving it some more serious consideration now, and they're considering getting an insurance policy. Quite intriguing, and I just had the honor of meeting with El Salvador's President Bukele, who is basing his success on the successful elimination of gangs. I must admit, I had a sense of security there. So he's really astute when it comes to AI and Bitcoin. A leader must. And it's just $30 billion. Doesn't NVIDIA have a market cap of $3.3 trillion? $30 billion nation, utilizing two of the most crucial technologies currently available, establishing. I accompanied Art Laffer, who is now advising El Salvador on his trip. As for assisting them, sure. That is his way of contributing to this planet. He has strong feelings about it. The prestige of El Salvador will rise as a result of this. Under Bukele's 5-year term, I believe those two technologies alone may increase their GDP tenfold. Instead of corruption, trust and genuine innovation are constructing you. Additionally, the reserves, some of which are currently held in Bitcoin, are transparent and appreciated. I don't anticipate a run on the bank since, as you mentioned, the currency is now rising, not depreciating, because it is pegged to the dollar. It seems to me that he is placing his bet on a positive feedback loop. I don't see why you'd want to return to it. Why? If you are familiar with the subject, why? What is our plan for breaking? The central authority Bitcoin is becoming an issue in this election year because of the young people, who are our hope as. They always have been, and because of the Gavin Newsom grasp on, no one had anticipated that we would have a CBDC by this point. In fact, everyone did. Yeah, I get it. Digital money issued by central banks, however, that was always unlikely. Here in Florida, we call home. This concerns the rights of the State Governor DeSantis. It is quite unlikely that a CBDC will be approved by Governor DeSantis. Stocks in the blockchain and cryptocurrency in general. When it comes to crypto assets, we couldn't be more thrilled. Thus, Bitcoin, Solana, Ether. Right now, these aren't investments. The miners are usually the ones brought up in conversations regarding cryptocurrency and stock markets. The miners aren't a priority for us. We try to avoid companies that are very cyclical or whose products are mass-produced. We still believe it's a boom and bust world, even though they have a data center play. As a result, we are not. We are incredibly happy of the success of ARKB, our spot Bitcoin ETF, and the fact that more and more people are able to access Bitcoin because to our belief that it represents a genuine monetary revolution. However, there is one name I should not mention because it involves the direct sale of our money. For that reason, we consider it crucial. The stock market is a good place to play that. Coinbase, Square, and Block, the owner of Cash App, among others, are being extremely innovative with Bitcoin and the globe at large. To become a digital wallet is now Robinhood's goal. Consequently, we should prioritize finding businesses that can provide us with digital wallets, as we will likely not have access to a large number of them. It's somewhat similar to credit cards. There shouldn't be an excess of credit cards, even though we first heard about Bitcoin in 2015 when its price was $250. We still believe we're in the early stages. At this point, I'd say it's $64,000. We still think it has a long way to go. In light of our belief that this new monetary system will forestall the depletion of purchasing power and the annihilation of wealth caused by inflation, we anticipate its widespread adoption. The intriguing thing about Bitcoin that came to light after the 2023 regional bank catastrophe is that it transformed into a risk-off asset. With this financial thing happening, many were starting to wonder if they needed this little insurance policy in case everything went downhill again. People are attempting to analyze that. But the regional banks continued to decline. By a matter of days, Bitcoin outpaced the Nasdaq in terms of price increase. Nonetheless, it was an early example. Among the earliest it was. That occurred not long after Sandbank-Munfried plummeted. Yeah, that was intriguing, I guess. Wow, this is more than simply an asset-based risk. This asset may not pose any risks. Protect yourself from counterparty risk with this insurance policy.